Welcome to today's thrilling edition of the Tech Stocks Daily Podcast. We're diving into a tech tempest that's shaking up the NASDAQ. First up, Apple takes a heart-pounding 19% nosedive as trade tariffs rock their supply chain, leaving investors on edge. Meanwhile, Google Cloud celebrates a bounty of partnerships and accolades, with big names like Palo Alto Networks and Fortinet turning collaboration into an art form. Finally, we take a plunge into Palantir's bullish wave, with high-rolling options traders making some gutsy moves. Hold on to your earbuds. This is a tech story roller coaster you won't want to miss. All right, folks, if you've been riding the tech industry roller coaster recently, then hold on tight, because Apple is taking us on quite a ride this week. Someone cue the dramatic music, because Apple Inc. has found itself in the spotlight, and not exactly the kind it typically enjoys at its glitzy keynote events. Let's dive into the chaos. Last week, Apple faced what could be called its biggest Wall Street cliff dive since the lava lamp was cool, back in 2001. Investors are sweating over newly announced tariffs by the US, targeting China, Vietnam, and India, current vital cogs in Apple's global supply chain. The result? A heart-stopping 19% plummet in Apple stocks over just a matter of days, knocking over $637 billion off its market value. Talk about your daily Apple intake, huh? The financial slide has rocked the stock market boat, reflected in the escalating CBOE Apple VIX, which sees investors holding on for dear life due to increased volatility. Now, no two ways about it, Apple's facing a lose-lose scenario unless its dream team can navigate this tariff turbulence. On one side, they could raise prices, potentially causing customers to clutch their wallets. On the other, shrinking profits along Cook's smiling corporate crew. It's akin to picking between a rock and a very hard, very financially exhausting place. Experts are donning their thinking caps to figure out if the ongoing trade quandary might dampen Apple's biggest markets moving forward. Despite a tiny ray of sunshine with slight gains earlier this week, caution signs are flashing, and for good reason. Those hefty tariffs looming over Silicon Valley's crown jewel could shave more off the valuation if US-China tensions stoke the trade war flames. Still, it's important to remember Apple's historical resilience. Robust cash flow, a robust balance sheet, and an aggressive share buyback track record are among its usual get-out-of-trouble cards. Analysts are hopeful the current risks have already been baked into the stock, showing up in an RSI trough not hit since ancient history, a decade ago. Did someone say Black Friday but in August? Well, US consumers certainly heeded the cue, queuing up at Apple stores like they were unleashing a new Taylor Swift album. Following the word of these killer tariffs, new iPhones are flying off the shelves in anticipation of skyrocketing prices predicted to increase by up to 45%. This consumer hustle is probably pushing Apple's supply chain capacity to its limit. As Ryan Reith, a tech wizard from IDC, pointed out, Apple's just-in-time inventory strategy hangs in the balance if it can't keep up until the glorious new iPhone splashes onto the scene this September. Swirling chaos, financial tumbles, customer mad dashes, it's a lot. And while the downward Apple spiral took the stock's year-long decline over the 25% threshold, others see a glimmer of opportunity to invest in this temporarily tripped-up tech paradise. Well, that's what's up with Apple. Let's see if they can turn this juicy scandal into sweet cider, or if they'll be making lemonade with all the sour stock market lemons being squeezed in their face. Stay tuned, tech aficionados. Google Cloud has been busy racking up kudos and creating significant buzz in the tech world. The news today highlights Google Cloud's strong partnerships with multiple big-name companies, showcasing some impressive collaborative successes and innovations. First up, let's talk about Palo Alto Networks, famed for their prowess in cybersecurity. They just announced they've crossed a monumental $1.5 billion in cumulative sales on Google Cloud Marketplace. This milestone underscores Palo Alto's commitment to integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning with their top-notch security platforms. By leveraging Google Cloud's AI and ML technologies, they've crafted a suite of AI-driven security solutions that meet the increasing demand from organizations pushing for a cloud-first approach. Not just sales, but Palo Alto also snagged 5 fancy 2025 Google Cloud Partner of the Year awards, making waves in various areas like AI security and technology marketplace solutions. Talk about dominance. Next on the roster, we've got Kyndryl, a key player in the enterprise technology arena. Kyndryl's been awarded the Google Cloud Global Partner of the Year award for infrastructure modernization. This recognition shines a spotlight on their profound technical expertise, which has aided customers in modernizing their infrastructure and promoting cloud adoption in tandem with Google Cloud's generative AI capabilities. Their strengthened alliance with Google has been in action since 2021, and recently they've been upping the game by incorporating Gemini Gen AI models for mainframe modernization. If you're hearing echoes of a digital transformation, it's because Kyndryl and Google Cloud are orchestrating quite the symphony. Then comes Fortinet. Security finds its springboard here. Fortinet celebrated its recent accolade as a Google Cloud Technology Partner of the Year for their advancements in networking infrastructure. Driving cybersecurity like a boss, Fortinet's integration with Google Cloud has empowered organizations with robust enterprise-grade security solutions, tackling complex cloud environments with flair. Their unique Fortinet security fabric, powered by FortiOS, provides rigid defenses against ever-evolving threats. Moreover, Fortinet has adapted a smart licensing program, FortiFlex, allowing customers to scale their solutions within Google Cloud without skipping a beat, all while ensuring cost efficiency. All these celebrations connect back to Google Cloud rewards, which emphasize innovative practices and the value brought to clients. Such accolades exemplify the flourishing relationships Google Cloud cultivates with tech giants, enhancing everything from AI advancements to infrastructure modernizations and dynamic cybersecurity solutions. By turning collaboration into an art form, Google isn't just setting industry standards, it's creating them alongside powerful partners. Now that's the kind of teamwork everyone wants to be a part of. If there's one takeaway from today's tech happenings, it's that Google Cloud's ecosystem isn't just growing, it's absolutely thriving, all while making our digital landscapes more secure and futuristic. Cheers to all the cloud chasers out there. Let's take a dive into today's tech news spotlight with Palantir Technologies basking in the limelight. So why exactly is this data analytics powerhouse catching the attention of investors and tech enthusiasts alike? First off, it's whale season, but not the aquatic kind. We're talking about high-rolling options traders who are placing their bets on Palantir. Just today, a surge in options activity has revealed a predominantly bullish sentiment towards this Denver-based analytics firm. 48% of the moneyed investors have laid down bullish trades, eyeing significant future growth, while 41% aren't as optimistic. But the key takeaway is in the dough. The big bucks pouring into bullish call contracts substantiate a robust confidence in Palantir's upward trajectory. With whales throwing millions into strikes hovering between 55 and 150s, this isn't just a shot in the dark. It's a calculated play influenced by Palantir's previous market standing and projected performance. Adding credibility to these high-stakes financial maneuvers, an analyst from Loop Capital continues to reinforce a buy rating, targeting a peak of $125. That's quite the endorsement, don't you think? Shifting our gaze from the azure trading waters to the rugged landscape of the tech industry, Palantir is achieving more than just figurative high tide. This year, while many of its peer stocks have seen a decline of 20.8% in the computer and technology sector, Palantir flexes its data-driven muscle with a modest yet admirable 2.9% gain. Why does this matter? It signals that underneath the surface, there's a solid consistency in Palantir's approach and earnings outlook. What's contributing to this steady performance is the company's ranking within the Zacks metrics. Palantir proudly flaunts a Zacks rank of number 2, reflecting positive earnings estimate revisions. It actually moved up by 9% over the last 3 months. The firm isn't just keeping afloat in a turbulent tech sea, but is outpacing many of its sector contemporaries. Whether you follow options trading or stock market movements, one thing is for sure: Palantir is a fascinating case study in resilience and strategic market positioning. So what do you think of Palantir's market moves and future outlook? Are you riding the bullish wave, or are you cautiously observing the currents from the shoreline? Do you agree with the optimistic predictions, or are these whales making big splashes that don't reflect reality? I'd love to know your thoughts. Dive into the comments and share your perspective. Whether you're a data enthusiast, a trading veteran, or simply a curious observer, your insights make these tech discussions richer and more interesting. All right, tech enthusiasts, let's put on those analytical hats and take a closer look at Apple, the hot potato sizzling in today's tech news. You're asking yourself, is it time to buy, hold, or sell? Let's break it down. Given today's news, I'd recommend treading with caution, so I'm leaning towards holding, or maybe even setting up that lounge chair in wait-and-see mode. We've seen Apple take a dramatic dip, 19% off its stock value due to trade tariff pressures. It's almost like Apple's experiencing a roller coaster, where you're halfway up the giant drop and unsure if you'll scream with delight or terror. Here's why I'm calling for holding. Historically, Apple has a reputation for resilience. They boast a whopping cash reserve, an immaculate balance sheet, and a solid strategy for share repurchases. These factors usually provide a soft landing pad during periods of market turmoil. While the immediate news might seem bleak, remember this isn't just any tech company. This is Apple, an industry titan capable of weathering lofty trade winds. Now, let's address the buying frenzy happening in the stores. With potential price hikes looming, it appears that consumers are snatching up Apple products in droves, which can cushion the immediate financial blows. While the situation might look dire now, seasoned investors see these dips as potential entry points to scoop up shares at a discount, considering Apple's long-term growth prospects. But remember, with financial skirmishes like possible tariffs, patience is your best buddy. Monitor upcoming economic moves, tariff decisions, and of course, Apple's response strategy during these turbulent times before you make any drastic investment decisions. Finally, folks, don't just take my word or anyone else's. Always do your homework. Dive into financial reports, consult with your financial advisor, and critically evaluate market conditions before making investment moves. Being well-informed is your golden ticket in this tech investment carnival. What a roller coaster of a day in the tech market, folks. From Apple enduring a wild ride with stock dives thanks to tariffs, to Google Cloud racking up accolades like they're going out of style, and Palantir making waves with bullish betting, all eyes are on these tech giants. It's a lot to process, but one thing's for sure, the tech world is never boring. If this all tickled your tech fancy, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow tech lovers. Stay tuned because we'll be back tomorrow with more electrifying updates. See you then.